New Jersey, 1947, when many films were still made in black and white.
Lost 15. He comes back with a fastball outside, and the count moves to 2-0. This is the second time that the Dodgers have seen Smith recently. He went 1 in the third innings against them the last time Brooklyn was out in Chicago. Pee-wee connects. There's a hot smash deep behind third base. It's a fair ball. Hank knocks it down, recovers, throws, but not in time. It's a base hit.
But just so's he don't boss me around, that's all I ask. Lord knows anybody'd be better than the one in there now.
Don't suppose he might be too grand, do you? I mean, after working in such a large hotel.
Hi, Mom.
How was school? Where's your sister?
Sarah said she'll be a little late. Hi, Annie.
All I can say is if I had $10 for every cook who went through that kitchen the last 6 months, I could retire.
Would you get that, Sammy?
Oh, Mom.
Go ahead, it'll do you good.
Can I help you?
We'd like a room for tonight. Double beds, if you have it. And a bath, too.
The cheapest we have is $10.
I could probably afford it, I think.
The new cook's here, Mrs. Green. You didn't tell me he was coming tonight.
I'll be right there, Turner.
I thought he started tomorrow.
He wanted to come early tonight just to observe how things work.
I could have done with a new face last week already.
It's a beautiful inn. I always try to stay at these older places when I travel. The new motels going up just don't have much charm. How old do you think this place is?
Mom says 60 years old. Something like that. He's just a little shy, aren't you, Sammy? Let me show you to your room. Do you have any more luggage?
Oh, this is it. We travel light.
Right this way.
Very pivotal. Branch Rickey breaking the unwritten color line law and coming in with Jackie Robinson, the first black player into the major leagues. Robinson has had a tremendous rookie year. He has played a new position, first base. Never.
Thanks, sir.
So what's the score?
I didn't hear.
Sammy, come over and meet our new cook. Davy, this is my boy Sammy.
Well, hello, Sammy. It's a pleasure, real pleasure.
Sammy, come and shake Davy's hand. You know better than that.
Well, now, sometimes it doesn't pay to get too friendly with strangers before you know them. Isn't that right, Sam? So that's why I wanted to watch tonight. You see, the more I understand how things work, the better I can work, right?
Going deep out toward right field, and it's over the fence and into Benson Avenue. And that puts the Dodgers ahead 6-4. And with
What's the
old
score?
Casey down there in the bullpen, you might say they're...
I said, who's ahead? What's the score?
Dodgers just hit another homer on the Flatbush Avenue. It's 6-4, Dodgers.
Isn't that just fine?
You're a Dodgers fan, too?
Oh, yeah, from way back.
Sammy, I'm going to take the tubes out of that radio if you don't get down here. I need you right now.
Okay, Mom. Did you know Davy's a Dodger fan?
Just so he stays.
Stands a jam. Thousands of eager fans on hand. And this is the old redhead, Red Barber.
Family was in the other day, your daughter.
Are you two ready to order? Well, I'll come back up. Your water should be here in a minute.
Your chicken that you like today?
No, I prefer the prime rib with the baked potato and roasted on my head.
Why did you pick the Dodgers on me? Was it because you worked at the St. George Hotel in Brooklyn?
Oh, no. I loved them long before that. I even loved them when they just about never won a ball game. And I love them more this year than ever. I always knew they'd come through for an old colored man.
2 specials and a ham on rye. Hold the mayo.
You mean Jackie Robinson?
That's it. First time a Negro ever made the majors. Chili's getting cold. You know, this year, 1947, will go down in history in letters of gold.
Don't you do talk about anything but baseball?
Busboy for table 4.
It's great you were a Dodger fan. That way you didn't have to switch teams.
You're a smart kid.
How was that sandwich?
You don't much like working in there, do you?
I hate it.
Well, it ain't easy meeting strangers sometimes. So when I was young, Sammy, I used to think that people were always looking at me and thinking, who's that puny kid? When I got older, I realized that people were thinking about anything else but me.
I can do something nobody else I know can do. Of course, nobody really cares.
Now, what's that?
You might, though, seeing how you feel about the Dodgers.
Yeah?
Name a date in the past 3 years. Any date.
All right. How about my birthday, January 23rd?
Egg salad on whole wheat, side of potato salad.
I mean in the baseball season. And sometime in the past 3 years.
Well, why didn't you say so in the first place? Okay. How about my daughter Henrietta's birthday, July 3rd, 1945?
On July 3rd, the game was at Ebbets Field. Nothing much happened in the first inning. Clay, Tim, and Ledke went down 1-2-3. The second inning was when everything started to go wrong. Frank McCormick beat out a perfect bunt along the third base line and made it to second on Steve Messner's sacrifice. Kermit Wall should have grounded out, but Louis Olmo kicked the ball back into the infield, and McCormick was safe at third.
Whew. That's exactly the way it happened. I saw it with my own eyes.
How many many times you been to Ebbets Field?
Well, about 50. How many times you been?
I've never been to a baseball game.
Hey, I gotta tell Henrietta about your talent. You know, Henrietta's just as nuts about the Dodgers as you and me.
2 specials and a ham on rye.
Then there's her husband, Elliot. He's a nice man, but he's a Giant fan. Can you beat that? A Giant fan.
Don't be in here bothering Davy all the time, Sammy.
Oh, it's no bother, Miss Green. I enjoy it. I listen with one ear and cook with the other. That boy's a true wonder.
Just wish he paid as much attention to his schoolwork.
Oh, he will.
And got out with other boys more.
He will, come the right time. You know, Mrs. Green, next to Jackie Robinson, your boy Sam is the best thing that's happened to me in a long time. Hey, how was school today?
The same.
Oh, Sammy, you always say that. You know, 3 weeks from now and you won't have a thing to talk about.
Pops, where are you?
Out here, Henrietta, out here back. Hello, sweetheart.
Is this what you do on the day you're going to see the doctor? What in the world is wrong with you?
Now, Henrietta, Sammy, now just tossing the ball back and forth lightly. Don't make a federal case of it.
A federal case? I take the afternoon off from Mrs. Hoffman's to take you to the doctor, and what do I find?
You aren't sick, are you, Davy?
Oh, not so you know. Simon, come on, meet Henrietta. This is my little girl, Henrietta, the Dodger fan I was telling you about.
Pleased to meet you.
Seems like I know you already from all the talking Pops does about you.
Come on, Sammy, show her what you can do. Give Sammy a date. Any date as long as it's in the baseball season.
All right, April 27th, 1946.
There was no game. It was called on account of bad weather.
Well then, April 28th, 1946.
This one's easy because it's only last year. Dodgers had already beaten the Giants 4 straight. But on April 28th, the Giants took a doubleheader from the Dodgers. 7-3 and 10-4. It broke the Dodgers' winning streak of 8 games. It started out bad right from the beginning. Jesse Pike hit a 3-run homer in the first inning, sending starting pitcher Joe Hatton back into the dugout.
You can do that for any day.
Anytime you want to hear it.
Well, that is really something else. Now, Pops, come on, we got to get to that doctor. Oh, but listen, next time we go to a ball game, why not bring Sam along? I bet with all his work around here and no daddy, he don't get much chance to go to any games.
I've never been to one in my whole life.
See what I tell you?
Well, I thought about it, but do you think it'd be all right?
Of course it would.
And now, Sammy, this is between Henrietta and me.
I'm sure it would be.
Listen, you can talk to his mama. Ask her, then we'll see. Now come on, or you won't get back in time for the supper show.
All right, well, we'll see. See you later, Sammy.
Bye.
Miss Green, there's something I've been meaning to say, or maybe ask you.
Well, what is it, Davy?
Well, you know how much Sam loves baseball.
Yes, I know.
Well, I think it's important sometimes for a boy to get out with men and take part in things men do.
I couldn't agree with you more, Davy. Since Sam's dad died, he hasn't wanted to make any new friends.
Well, with you for a mother, Sam's a lot better off than some kids with 2 parents. And don't you worry nothing about him working around here. Because hard work never hurt a boy.
Hey, Sammy, where'd you leave me at?
Is that what you wanted to say?
Oh, no, ma'am. What I wanted to ask you, Miss Green, is next time I go to a ball game, would it be all right with you if I take Sammy?
Can I go, Mom? Please? I can get Sarah to cover for me in the dining room.
And Henrietta and her husband, Elliot, are coming, too. You know my son-in-law, Elliot Barnes, don't you? He's been a mechanic down at Mr. Steinhauer's car agency for years.
Of course I know Elliot. He's a very fine man. It wouldn't matter whether he were going or not. I'd be happy to have Sammy go to the ball game with you, no matter who went. I hesitated because of school.
Oh, don't worry about school. We were planning to go after school's out, weren't we, Sammy?
In that case, I couldn't possibly object, could I? If he's no trouble to you, Davy.
No trouble, Mrs. Green. I invited him, didn't I?
First one's here.
Ah, sure. Well, I like to get here early. Catch the batting practice. Can you pick out any of the players?
I can by the numbers.
Yeah. Show me some.
There's Dixie Walker.
Yeah.
And there's Pee Wee Reese.
Yeah, that's right.
And look, Davy, there's Jackie Robinson.
How about that? Hey, how about right here? Yeah, that's good. A little bit.
Who's going to win the game today, Sammy?
Now, that's a fool question.
The Dodgers. I'd like one, please. Mama said the next one's on me.
The next round is on you. 4, please. Mustard and relish.
Deliberately. Nobody did anything.
That's right.
It wasn't mad or anything.
Now, do you remember what Branch Rickey said when he signed, Jackie?
Yeah, he told him to hold his temper no matter how rough things got.
That's right. That's just part of what the first Negro in Major League Ball has to put up with.
Well, how was the game?
The Dodgers won, if that's what you mean. Get that right,
Sammy, did you thank him?
Oh, he thanked us the best possible way, Miss Green, by just having a good time.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Sam.
Listen, I'm going to get the next one, all right?
Oh, yeah.
Lunchtime.
We should have more days off, not just Mondays.
All you do is read anyway. If I hadn't left your books back at the end, we couldn't have played ball.
So you did do it on purpose. Mom.
Come on, kids. No books to read. The Dodgers are out of town. We've got each other. What could be nicer?
Speaking of out of town, Mom, Davy says we might want to go to an out-of-town game. Maybe Forbes Field in Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh?
What's wrong with Pittsburgh?
You've never been away from home overnight before.
Not overnight, Mom. We can leave early in the morning on one of his days off and drive back in the same night.
Well, we'll see.
Besides, we've been to Ebbets Field and Yankee Stadium 8 times.
I said we'll see.
Pops, you're not well enough to go to that ball game.
Henrietta, if I can work in that kitchen all summer long in 100-degree heat, I can certainly sit in Elliot's car all the way to Pittsburgh with the breeze blowing.
Now, Davy's right, Henrietta. Come on, let's enjoy the trip.
Sarah's fixing you some egg salad sandwiches.
Oh, I've got some things myself, Mrs. Green. We'll all be fine. Now, don't you worry.
Why don't you all stay overnight someplace?
Well, no, I don't think we could, Mrs. Green. See, we're kind of a mixed group.
It was a dumb idea. I don't know why I mentioned it.
None of us could afford it anyway. This whole trip's gonna cost us a fortune in gas as it is.
Now, I gave Sammy some money. You see, he carries his share.
Oh, he will. Nobody can buy a hot dog when he's around.
That's right.
Bye, Mom.
Bye, Eddie. Have a good time.
Be careful. Bye.
Come on, Sammy. Oh, buddy.
Hi, Sammy.
Bye. Have fun.
We did it again, Sammy. We did it again.
Do you suppose whoever caught that fly in the stands could have the ball autographed by the players?
I ain't so sure that's not strictly a Dodgers custom. You liked your dad so much. Why didn't you guys ever go to games together?
He died when I was only 7. And he'd been sick a couple years before that. I never cried when he died. Did you cry when your dad died?
My daddy ran off and left us. I don't know when he died. Sure cried when my mama died, though. I guess it's all the way things happen. You know, the shock and all. Of course, you was awful young, too. Hey, Elliot, I'll drive. You get some rest.
Pops.
Henrietta, I'm all right. You get in the back of that car with Elliot. Me and Sammy will be fine. Come on, son. I've been thinking, Sam, if I ever do catch one of those balls knocked in the stands, you know what I'm going to do with it?
What?
I think I'll give it to you.
That wouldn't be fair. I mean, it'd be your ball. And the Dodgers are just as important to you as they are to me.
Well, you got a point. I'll tell you what, we'll share it. You keep it 6 months, and I'll keep it 6 months.
Okay? And I'll do the same if I catch the ball.
Oh, it's a deal. Well, not too far now. It'll be a long day in that kitchen.
Morning, Davy. How are you?
All right, ma'am.
You certainly don't look it.
I'm just a little tired, ma'am. I'll get the steam up in a minute.
Henrietta, Esther Green. I think you better come over here.
Hey, don't call for that, Miss Green. I'll be all right.
Yes, he is. As soon as you can. Thank you.
I'll be all right, Miss Green. Now, don't you bother Sammy none with this.
Stand back. Ma'am, would you help me with the blanket? Hey, ma'am, don't worry. Just follow close and don't worry about the speed limit.
Call me as soon as you can, Henrietta, please. Yes, Mrs. Green, as soon as I hear anything.
What'll we do about lunch?
Oh, honey, call Annie and tell her not to come in and explain why. And I'm going to have to get Turner and see if I can get him to fill in and put the close sign on the dining room door.
Mama? was the ambulance here? Was it Davy? What happened?
We think it was his heart.
He's not dead, is he?
No, no, honey. He said to tell you he'd be all right. He was tired and his chest hurt, and we thought he'd better go to the hospital. You know, he had a heart attack once before.
And this is the second. It's all right. It's the third one that kills you.
What makes you say that?
It was the third that killed Dad. I want to go see him.
I don't think they'll let you for a while yet, honey. He's very sick.
I want to see him, Mama. He's sick because he took me to Pittsburgh.
No, no, you can't blame yourself for that. He wanted to go.
I want to see him.
What can I do for you, young man?
I'd like to visit someone. His name is David Henderson.
Children under 12 aren't allowed to visit.
I'm over 12. 13 practically.
Besides, visiting hours are over. You can come back at 7.
I can't. He's very sick, and I've got to see him.
Henderson, you said? You're right, he's very sick, but only the immediate family's allowed to visit.
I'm practically?
I don't think you are. I'm sorry.
Friends, it's a beautiful night here at Ebbetsfield in
You ought to be
Brooklyn.
in bed by now.
Stands a jam.
You know, Mom said about listening to
Thousands of
night
eager
games.
fans on hand.
I'm
and
not
this is your
listening.
Red Volver, all set with Connie Desmond to bring you the play-by-play action of the first game.
Do you remember him? Dad, I mean. Sometimes I can't remember what he looked like. Only in his pictures. I don't like not remembering.
Waiting up for me? I got home at a reasonable hour.
Did you have a good time?
Shouldn't I? Come on, you two. It's past your bedtime, both of you.
Good night.
Good night, honey.
Is Turner going to come back tomorrow?
I don't know, honey.
Reserved seats are still available at the box office for the remaining games of this big series with Cincinnati.
Sammy,
On the
turn
mound.
off that radio and get to bed.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Can you tell me how to get to Ebbetsfield?
Eversfield? You go down there to the subway, you take the shuttle to Grand Central, in the IRT to Atlantic Avenue, then you transfer to BMT to Prospect Park. It's easy. Hey, why don't you go to the polo grounds? Them Dodgers are bugs.
It's programs. It's programs, 2 bits.
Go, Dodgers, go! Mr. Cox, Billy Cox, please. Jack.
Hey, kid, get
Jackie.
out of there.
Jackie, please.
Hey, kid.
Please.
Now, you get yourself out of them box seats or I'll throw you out of the ballpark.
Please, sign my ball.
You got a pen?
I forgot to bring one, but please, maybe somebody else does. It's from my friend Davy, and he's sick. I know that if I gave him a ball, he'll feel better.
Do I gotta come down there and get you?
Hey, leave the kid alone. What about this, Davy?
He had a heart attack.
A kid had a heart attack?
He's not a kid. He's 60 years old. And he's always loved the Dodgers. And I know that if I gave him a ball with your name on it, he'll get better.
Tell you what, stick around after the game. I'll see what I can do.
Now, you get out of them boxes, kid. I mean it.
And after they all signed it, Jackie shook my hand and told me to tell Davy to get well soon.
That's some present. Henrietta! Henrietta! You can't give this ball to Davy. Sammy's got to do it himself.
Now, how can I do that? You know the hospital rules same as I do.
Listen, you're a smart boy. Now, you found your way to Evansville Field, right? Now, I'm sure you can find a way to get into that hospital.
Next time the maid wants Sunday off, Mom has to say no. This is the second Sunday this month she's had off, and wouldn't you know, we'd be full last night. Remember when Dad used to give you a ride in his cart? When does Henrietta think David will be well? Sam? 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 Mom, Sam's gone somewhere, and if he thinks I'm going to clean these 3 rooms by myself,
You'll never get away with it. I'm telling you. But it's your necks, not mine. Now, if you get there, I'll see you in the room.
Bye, Henrietta. We'll be there.
You wouldn't want to make a bet on it, would you?
And put a jinx on it.
You tell Elliot he's crazier than I thought he was.
When I told you to figure something out, I don't recall telling you to include me.
It's the only way, Elliot. Come on.
Come on. Come on, get it.
What's wrong?
What kind of awful disease do you think these people have? Leprosy, maybe. Or TB. And they spit blood all over them. Saw it in a movie in health class.
I didn't know you were such a dainty gentleman. Now, I would have gotten you clean sheets, but they keep them locked up. Now, hold your breath. It'll be all right.
Hurry up. And don't stop to talk to anybody. If I hold my breath, I can't do it very long. I tried it in swimming class, and I couldn't do it.
Are you new here?
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Goodness. Health changes around here so fast, I just can't keep up with it. You're the 5th new orderly I've met this week. I hope you're going to stay with us a while.
Don't count on it.
Well, you know, you won't last very long if you take this dirty linen upstairs. It belongs downstairs.
Thanks, lady, but I don't have dirty laundry in this cart.
Well, then, what do you have in your cart?
It's a corpse, lady. End of the line.
If you'd have waited 5 more minutes, I really would have been a corpse.
Just get your rear in there.
Well, look who's here. Listen, go ahead. He's not asleep. He's just dozing. Come here.
Davy? Davy? Davy, it's me, Sammy. I've brought you a present.
Hey, I sure am glad to see you.
How do you feel?
Oh, lots better. Better. Nothing hurts me anymore. I just feel a little tired. Once I get more energy, they can send me home.
You been following the games?
Oh, yeah. Henrietta gives me reports every afternoon. They won't let me have a radio.
We've been doing all right.
All right. Sammy, this is the year we've been waiting for. They ain't gonna blow it now.
Don't get your hopes up. You can never tell with the Dodgers. Not until the pennant's flying over the field.
Oh, but this year's for sure. Well, as long as Jack is doing all right. Is he doing all right?
Stole 29 bases and 4 times he stole home.
Yeah, that's what I mean. RBIs, huh? How many RBIs?
101.
Hey, that Jack ain't gonna do anything.
He sent you a present.
He said, who sent me a present?
Jackie Robinson and all the players.
Crank me up. I gotta see it.
Pops, that boy went all by himself to the ball game and got Jackie and all the others to sign it for you. That's nice. Here, I'll get you up there.
Your mama know about this? I bet she was worried sick.
She was awfully busy with the wedding yesterday, but I'll tell her.
This isn't my ball.
What do you mean? It says right on it. For Davy.
This is our ball. We share. 6 months in your house and 6 months in mine, just like we said. Well, only I get to keep it first. And you listen to me, Henrietta. If I die, this ball goes to Sammy. Don't you let Elliot have it.
Don't talk like that.
You listen good, Henrietta. Hear me now. It's a sin to go against the wishes of the dead. And if you do, I'll come back and haunt you.
Well, if the Dodgers lose, it sure won't be my fault, Pops.
Immediate family.
Sammy, you better run along now. The nurse will probably want to fuss with Pops, and then he'll probably want to take a nap.
Glad you came, Sam. Who they playing today?
The Pirates.
Rude enough for both of us, will you?
I will.
Yeah, boy. Oh, I'll be home in time for the series. You come down to the kitchen and listen with me on the radio.
Right.
Come along now.
Goodbye, Sam.
So long.
See you soon.
Sammy, where have you been? You knew we had this dinner party tonight. Sammy. Honey, what is it? What's wrong?
I went to see Davy. I gave him a ball that Jackie Robinson and all the players signed. I thought it would make him feel better. I didn't tell you, but I went to Brooklyn by myself. I didn't cry like this when Dad died.
Sometimes it hurts too much to cry. But sometimes crying helps take away the pain.
I told God that if I gave Davy the ball, he had to make him better. But it's not working. The ball didn't do any good.
You told him how much you love him.
It isn't fair.
No, it isn't. And nobody ever said it would be.
But why? Why love someone? Why get close to them when they're only gonna die?
Because loving people and caring about them makes our lives better. Your dad and Davy knew you loved them. And you'll never forget them. We'll have them in our memories forever.
I didn't remember Dad very well.
But you'll remember Davy. You're old enough to remember Davy the rest of your life.
Jackie Robinson. He is the most exciting ball player in the fall. All eyes are on him. He's up there now, and the count is 3 balls and 2 strikes. He's a right-handed hitter, you know. The pitch, Robinson gets a hold of it and slams it out to left field. It is going all the way. A home run.